And that's going to do it for the Scorcher Report tonight, guys. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video on Facebook. Follow us on social media platforms, and stay creative, Tucson. That's it. We did it. Oh, Mr. Tetro. Mr. Tetro, hold on. Oh, Mr. Tetro. Oh, Mr. Tetro, can I talk to you about something before you take off?
Yeah, what's going on, Billy?
Rich.
So rich. Yeah, I'm loaded. I'm the network exec. Of course I'm rich.
No, I meant my name is Rich.
All right, so tell me, how things been going around here for you, Billy?
Great. I get to be on TV, and I get paid in candy bars.
Okay, great. So what do you want?
I was just thinking maybe we could do a comedy show here again, you know? Put it on TV, invite a live audience. Like, what do you say?
Sounds expensive. How much is it gonna cost me?
Oh, it won't cost you a dime. Comedians work for free.
You sure? If you say so. I gotta tell you, no one better be shooting anything out of any holes on stage. You got me, Billy?
Wait, what? No, this is stand-up comedy. What? What do you even, what?
I'll see you around, kid.
Yes!
Did you really sell beers for $1 at the last show? You gotta charge $4 at least. That's crazy. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about the comedy show. This is Hearing You, Hearing Me, something like that. What's it called again?
Oh, it's airing it out live. Yeah.
How much money are we making out of this anyway?
Well, it's $3 a ticket, 2 for $5, and we're doing beers, dollar beers.
$1 for a beer? You need to charge at least $6 to make back from those $3 tickets. $6 beers, $4 waters. Lock the doors so they can't leave. Got it?
That's got to be like a violation of like a fire code or something, right, Mr. Tetro?
Fire code? There's no fire code. Fire isn't even a person. How does it have a code? All for one and all for one? That's stupid, Jerry.
I know, Rich. My name's Rich.
Not with dollar beers, you're not, all right? Tighten it up, Sebastian. Look, you need better business instincts, okay? I got to where I am as a media mogul because I have strong, virile business instincts.
Weren't you just like born into like a rich family?
I chose to be born into a wealthy family. I've been making deals since I was in the womb, kid, all right? Real talk.
Okay, well, I mean, so what do you think? Like, can I do the show or?
Did you clean your room?
Yes.
All right, I'll give you a chance, Jeremy, all right? But if people are booing, or they're not paying attention, or they're outside smoking cigarettes all the time, or they're not laughing hysterically every 12 to 15 seconds, you're fired. Good luck, Chad.
Welcome to Creative Tucson Studios for Airing It Out Live with Josiah Osego as your headliner. Josiah Osego is in the building, guys. He is in the building. Oh my gosh, this is already going so great. You guys are a lovely, lovely audience. I'm so excited. We're live. We're live on creativetucson.org. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Channel 20 right now. This is great. This is great. Oh my gosh. It is May 4th today. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. May 4th is a big day for me, not just because of this show, but because May 4th is my great-great-great-great-grandfather's birthday. That's right. He would have turned 183 today. Yep. Mm-hmm. Me and my family celebrate by staying in our separate houses and not calling each other. That's what we do every year on May 4th. That's how we do it. That's just how we do it. I had a lovely Easter this year. My family and I went to an all-you-can-eat mass, so that was nice. So much crackers and cranberry juice, guys. It was delicious. This year for Lent, I'm giving up the Lord. It's just getting in between me and God, you know? Cutting out the middleman. Now, every year on Easter, my mom and I, we bake a pie, okay? Every year, it's our tradition. We were in the kitchen this year, and my mom's like, Richie, hand me the clarified butter. So I reached back into the refrigerator, and I grabbed the butter, and I said, butter, Mom, for you on the table right here, butter. And she said, no, I need the clarified butter. And I said, well, this is confusing. I thought I clarified that butter very nicely. This is why baking is so hard, guys. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Anybody here college students? U of A? Anyone here go to U of A? Yeah. An unenthused, yeah, it's finals week. Anybody here go to Brown Mackie College? How about that? Did we go to Brown Mackie College? Did you guys know that Brown Mackie College is 3 times more expensive than a traditional four-year university? It's true. It's true. If you're a senior in high school, you go to the U of A. You can spend 3 times more money and go to Brown Mackie College. Brown Mackie College is like the registered sex offender of higher education. It's like putting herpes on your resume. Yep, I got it. Brown Mackie College. I'm trying to do smarter things though. Like Noam, did you know that Noam Chomsky is a professor at the U of A? He's an adjunct professor at the U of A. Do you guys know that? Famed professor in English, Noam Chomsky. He lives here in Tucson. It's crazy. He gave a speech last week on Friday. I wanted to go to the speech, but I couldn't make it. I even put interested on Facebook so I wouldn't forget. I couldn't make it though. I had a comedy show. And in hindsight, I'm like, maybe it's a good thing I didn't go to the Noam Chomsky talk, because then I'd tell people, oh yeah, I went to see Noam Chomsky, and they'd be like, oh, why'd you do that? And I'd be like, Noam Chomsky, Oh, what were your major takeaways from his sentiments? I saw Noam Chomsky on Netflix, and then I want to go see him. Oh my God. Anybody here? Who's single? Raise your hand if you. Anybody here? Yeah. You guys here in the front, back here? Yeah. You guys got a Snuggie? You got a Snuggie? Yeah. When I was single, I almost bought a Snuggie. That's what I was gonna do. Something to keep you warm, you know. I'm not single anymore, though. I have a girlfriend. My girlfriend's really wonderful. I love her very much. My girlfriend, yeah, sure, whatever. My girlfriend makes a fish face whenever she does her makeup, okay? It's like this. You know what I'm talking about? She makes a fish face whenever she does her makeup. I'd say, hey, you make a fish face when you do your makeup. And she said, we need to see other people. And I said, I already do see other people, before and after the fish face. Even kind of during. My girlfriend just has like a fish face. She's half black, so when she doesn't put lotion on, she even gets scaly like a fish. She told me to add that part. I said, isn't that part a little bit racist? She goes, I'm half black, I wouldn't know. My girlfriend's great though. I do love her a lot. I have been thinking about my exes a lot lately though. My Y's and Z's are getting so jealous. Now, my girlfriend's great. We live together. My girlfriend and I live together in the same house. We're thinking about painting the outside of our house, all right? So we're like looking at paint swatches, and we have a bunch of little rectangles at our house, like trying to figure out like, what color we want to paint the outside of our house. And it's actually really exciting trying to figure out how much paint you have to drink to kill yourself. It's really exciting. It's really exciting. Honestly, I think the whole idea of being in a relationship with somebody is like a very cocky, arrogant thing to do. Like you're basically saying, like, oh yeah, that person's hopes, wants, wishes, and desires, right here, I got it. Like what a cocky thing to do, you know? Like I'll just tell you right now, I probably never made my girlfriend come, ever. Not one time. I couldn't make her come if I had 2 dicks. I couldn't do it. All right, maybe if one of them was a Channing Tatum dick, I could do it. I'd just let the Channing Tatum dick do all the work, and I'd be in the living room watching Netflix and eating nachos. Thank you, Channing Tatum dick. I do like Netflix, though. You guys like Netflix? Don't applaud for that. Everyone likes Netflix. We know that already. Netflix is great. I like that the movies are coming straight to Netflix now. Like, just cut out the middleman, you know? Like, there's this movie that just came out to Netflix. It's called Veronica. Have you seen this one? It's a scary movie. I looked it up on Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes gave Veronica 99. That's right. It's pretty good on Rotten Tomatoes. Then I started looking at other articles. I see the critics say that Veronica's the scariest movie of all time. So I watched it. All right. Starts out pretty standard scary movie. A couple of teenagers get a Ouija board and summon some demons. Ooh. And then it really picks up in the third act where it depicts a not-so-distant future where Donald Trump is elected president for the second term of the United States of America. I was like, whoa, that part really freaked me out. Oh, my gosh. You guys, thank you for being here. We have an amazing show tonight. Josiah Osego is in the building. You have been a lovely, lovely crowd. I'm going to be your host all night long until a certain point, and then there'll be another host. I just lied to you. Anyways, I'm going to bring up your first performer who isn't me of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Randall Scott.
Oh, chunky dick. I'm just kidding. How's it going, guys? Give it up for your host, Rich, one more time. Amazing show. Full house. I like it. Even the purse is here. It is Star Wars Day, guys. Happy Star Wars Day, right? You guys Star Wars fans? A little bit? Yeah. May the Force be with you. And also with you. Not with you. I got a bad feeling. Got some Sith shit going on over here. A lot of inward power. I'm just kidding. A lot of inward conflict. I'm just kidding. Okay, so for those who like Star Wars, you guys have seen Episode 5, right? Right? Luke loses his hand. How soon after he got his robot hand do you think he waited to masturbate? Like probably immediately, because he's like, this is different. I got a real opportunity here. Everyone get out. That's the thing, is like Jedis probably don't actually masturbate though, because they're like righteous monks or whatever. It's just kind of fun to like imagine Yoda masturbating, right? Just because like what else are you gonna do in a swamp for 40 years, right? Gotta pass the time somehow. He lost his lightsaber. These jokes are really just for the fans. Don't worry. I thought of everyone though. Do you guys like Charlie Brown? See, I know things. Just kidding. I actually said that recently, and somebody was like, fuck Charlie Brown. I was like, what happened to you? How many bad Christmases and other holidays, and what happened? But like, I kind of wish they kept making Charlie Brown like well into like his adulthood, like, because it'd be sad, right? Like starting with, it's Snoopy's funeral, Charlie Brown. You're a functioning alcoholic, Charlie Brown. Don't take it out on the kids, Charlie Brown. Should get that mole checked out, Charlie Brown. It's cancer, Charlie Brown. Don't worry about chemo, you're already bald, Charlie Brown. It's true, you gotta have some optimism. Linus is there for him and everything. He's like, here, cover your head with my blanket. You're wonderful. Does anyone here do the weed? You guys do that? Do that? Like some conservative mother who's like, are you doing the weed? Look at me when I ask you. I realized I like driving high. That's kind of like my thing. You guys like to drive high? Right? No road rage. Absolutely no inclination for road rage when you're stoned and driving. It's nice. It actually makes me like a better driver too, I realize that. Because sober driving, I have a criminal speeding ticket, an accident, 2 totaled motorcycles. The worst thing I've done high driving is like stop at a green light for no reason. I just did that. I was just kind of like, this is a good spot. I like it. Emerald, what do you know? I like it here. What's this called? Speaking of like weed in cars, why is weed still illegal, but they've made 8 Fast and the Furious movies? What's going on with their priorities? Like, we're not making it happen. Like, I feel like the only interesting like Fast and Furious sequel would be if they made one where it's like a 2-hour movie where Vin Diesel just punches the tree that killed Paul Walker. Right, we'll call it Furious Fists. Get rid of the digit number. I see why they call it that. He does look furious. He looks mad. It all makes sense. Have you guys ever been so high that like you start to miss your parents? Even though you live with them? Like that's how you know you have the good stuff, right? You're just kind of like, man, my circumstances. This is. I like to think I'm a good person, right? I look like a good guy, right? A little bit. Thank you. Fucking Manny Rosen, everybody. Like, I have good people thoughts, you know? Like, I think ISIS is bad, right? Like, it's pretty good guy synonymous, right? The only thing that would, like, make ISIS worse is if, like, they ended all their killing videos with, like, one of those, like, shameless, like, YouTube personalities. You know, like, so, like, they cut somebody's head off, and then look into the camera, and they're like, so if you guys like this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button. Also, guys, let's keep it a little clean in the comment section, okay? A lot of blatant racism towards each other. That's not what we're about. We will report you. We're ISIS. We're not monsters. You guys want to talk about Jesus a little bit? Yeah, some claps, some oohs. No one does that shit in church, though. Everyone's quiet as fuck, and they're like, I'm guilty of a lot of things. So I'm here. Let's all just sing monotone so I can go home. I don't go to church. Well, I haven't been in a while because, like, I have a PS4. And, like, if I have free time, that's what I'd rather do. Plus, like, you can play a new game, like, every day, every week. Like, they're still reading the same fucking book. Like, for the last 2,000 years, like, I'm not missing anything. You know, it's fine. Okay, if you are religious, I have a question. Would you be okay with gay Jesus? Right? Jesus is, thank you, right? We're all going in the right direction. Listen, there are people who that's just like a big fucking no for. And like, why not gay Jesus? Because like, if you accept that he was a person at all, then like, you kind of just, you inadvertently, yeah, I guess a gay person too, because I'm not an asshole. But I feel like gay Jesus would just be like more interesting. Like, he wouldn't put up with the Roman shit when they were like condemning him to death. They'd been like, all right, buddy boy, put on the thorn crown. He'd be like, oh, I got a fucking crown? Shit, it's not so bad. Dying for your sins. It's like, well, you're not supposed to fucking like it. See how you like dirty wine. He's like, oh, I don't like wine. Fucking love it. Romans are fucking kinky. You guys gonna tie me up or something? He'd be like, no, we are gonna nail you to a cross though. He's like, different? What would Jesus do? What wouldn't Jesus do? Shit. Shit. Instead of like the Last Supper, it's like the last brunch. Right? It's like 11 a.m. He's all tipsy off mimosas. He's just like, well, so one of you little bitches is gonna betray me. I'm not saying it's Judas, but it's totally Judas. It's totally Judas. Judas, why'd you come? You didn't even bring anything. All right, cool. All right, guys. How are we doing? Good to hear. Trying to think of a last joke. I'll talk about Michael Jackson. You guys like Michael Jackson? Yeah, right? King of pop rocks, if you believe in the allegations. I don't know. But either way, like, that's not even my point. So, do you guys think he learned a moonwalk to avoid getting hit by his dad? Right? Because it's too cool of a dance move to not also be an evasive maneuver. That's all I'm saying. It's cool. All right, guys, my name is Randall Scott. You guys have been great. Have a good night.
Keep it going for Randall. You guys, I don't know if you know this, but this is a paper mache person. And this wire is how we store him on like a hook. So I have to bend this down because it's right in the way of camera 2. So now we should be good on camera 2, all right? Camera 2 is good. We're going to keep this show rolling right along. Ladies and gentlemen, make her feel warm and welcome, Meredith Armstrong.
Thank you, camera 2. Thank you, camera 1. Thank you, all the cameras. Oh man, I'm a nurse in the emergency room, and so I get some interesting patients coming in. I had this dude who came in the other day. He'd been injecting cocaine, and he had this infection just going all the way up his arm, and I was shocked. I did not even know you could inject cocaine. And I'm just sitting there looking at this dude like, holy shit, have I been doing my coke wrong this whole time? Fuck. No, my dad recently got arrested for conspiracy to distribute cocaine, so I've been really putting a lot of thought into how much coke I do. So now I only do blow on Father's Day. Love you, Dad. My roommate is a dude, and we go out together a lot, and people always think we're dating. And it's so confusing for me because we clearly respect each other and love each other's company, and that doesn't sound like any relationship I've ever been in. I had a patient come into my ER the other day hallucinating. He's like out of his mind. He's going crazy. His heart rate's 150. He's sweating profusely. And we're like, sir, have you done any drugs today? He goes, hell yes. My hero. Now, I wish I could do more drugs, but, the job situation, whatever. My mom rides a motorcycle. And she got in a bad accident last year, and she called me from the asphalt, super upsetting, okay? But my mom calls me, she's like, Meredith, I've been in an accident, and I need you to get out here as fast as you can. I hit a deer on my motorcycle, and then my stepdad hit my mom on his motorcycle. And she's like, Meredith, get out here as fast as you can, and come get this deer, because we're having venison for dinner. Because I am a redneck. That's my heritage. My family is so racist, every single person in my lineage has skin cancer. I mean, they deserved it, whatever. Sometimes, I would say, probably my favorite type of patient that comes into the ER are the people with stuff in their butt. And you would be surprised. I had this old dude come into my ER one time, like 75, very elderly. And he came in face down on the ambulance stretcher, so we knew. And turns out, Grandpa was at home getting intimate with a cucumber. And that vegetable got sucked right up in there. And he tried to get it out. I tried to get it out. Didn't happen. So I had to call the surgeon. The surgeon's there with the tongs trying to pull this cucumber out of this dude. Right? Trying to pull it out. And the cucumber kept breaking into smaller and smaller pieces. So the surgeon comes out of the room. I'm like, Dr. Smith, how much of that cucumber could you remove? And he looked me dead in the eyes and he goes, enough to toss a salad. And that is why my grandma always taught me, you never put anything in your butt that doesn't have a handle. Thank you. Grandma's a wise woman, got a lot of knowledge to pass down. And my grandma's a slut, dude. My grandma gets more dick than me. Okay, and it's super inspiring. It's awesome to go out to the bar with grandma and do shots of tequila, but it's embarrassing when more people want her P.O. box than my phone number. Grandma writes a mean letter. So I'm on Tinder. Shocking. I love Tinder. I play this game on Tinder I like to call Fucking with Fuckboys. It's where you swipe on the thirstiest, most desperatest ones on Tinder. And the game is to send them a message that freaks them out so much that they stop responding. And it's really hard to win. So I matched with this dude the other day. I was like, hey, baby boy, send me a picture of your ball sack dipped in mashed potatoes. And he responds, I'm out of mashed potatoes. Which is not even a no. So I send back, I'm like, no big deal, homie. Send me a picture of your ball sack dipped in whatever you got at the house. So I give him my Snapchat name. He sends me a picture of his nuts just nestled into a bowl of steel-cut Quaker oats. Uncooked. So of course I take a screenshot, because I'm not losing this one. I take a screenshot, and he gets so mad. He messaged me. He's like, I can't believe you took a screenshot of my picture. So I had to block him for sending me inappropriate photos. Fucking with fuckboys. Have y'all heard of those pussy rocks? So Gwyneth Paltrow's all about it. What you do is you take a rock, and it's like an ancient Chinese art to align your sexual chakras. You take a rock, you put that rock in the sun. The rock absorbs the energy from the sun, and then you put that rock into yourself, and then you absorb the energy from the sun, from the rock, from your pussy. And I was like, done. I heard about this, and I was like, I need to align my sexual chakras. So, but they're expensive, and you have to get a whole set, because you start off with like a big rock, and you work your way down, and it works your pussy muscles, and you go down until you can hold like a grain of sand in your vagina while jogging. That's how strong you get. And I was like, fucking done, sign me up. But the rock's like $100 each, and I am not about that. I was in Seattle, and I was at the beach in Seattle, and I don't know if you've been to the beach in Seattle, but it's a lot of rocks. So I picked out my starter rock, and I was so excited. I took it home. I went to go put it in the sun, and again, in Seattle, not a lot of sunshine. So this rock is fucking stone cold. And my roommate has this brilliant idea. He's like, Meredith, why don't you just put it in the oven for a couple minutes? Warm it right up. Mistake. That rock was hot. And I'm pretty sure I had a yeast infection because a dinner roll popped out. Thank you. My name's Meredith Armstrong.
Meredith, everyone. Oh my gosh. This is going great. You guys in the back, there are like, I think there's one seat there and there's one seat there. And also this, oh my God. This isn't a person. So if you want to sit here, I'll move it. It's a paper mache like dummy. So, feel free. Come on in. Here, you want him over here? Or yeah, somebody's sitting there too, right? Okay. All right, here. Clint's gonna hold him. Give it up for Clint. Oh my gosh. I just want to say thank you to everybody one more time. I hope everyone's having a good time. I'm gonna pass it off to my co-host for the rest of the evening, and you'll be in good hands, trust me. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Matt Ziemak right now.
Thank you, guys. Give it up for Rich one more time. Yeah. Thank you, camera one. Thank you, camera two. Which camera do I look in to make my dad proud? It's none of them. I don't know if I can do this set with this weird pedophile pinata over here. That's kind of creepy. Yeah, you're touching his nips. That's what he wants. You're falling right into his trap. It's paper mache nips. They're the most damaging thing. Wow, what a crazy week we've been having, you guys. Are there any teachers here? Just one very abrupt yes. Teachers are very punctual people. This has been crazy. I support the teachers fully, which is crazy because if 5 years ago you told me I would be rallying for teachers, I would have laughed in your face. Like, oh, teachers, you mean the devil? Do I think the devil should get more money? No, I don't. You mean the guy who made me miss 2 summers because I had to go to school because I'm an idiot? Yeah, no, he shouldn't get more money. I do agree with them, though. I do. I'm all on board with that. there was people who were against them, against teachers getting money and them walking out. And I was like, this is the coolest thing teachers have ever done. And you're getting mad at them for this? If teachers did something this inspirational when I was in school, I would probably have a better job. You know, like that's how I feel. I had a good childhood. I grew up here, grew up in Tucson. Anybody here is from Tucson? Couple sad people, cool, good to see. Good to see. I grew up here, which means I was born in a barn. I was though. My mom was a horse trainer, my dad was a magician. And by that I mean he disappeared when I was 3. Got him. That joke's worth all the missing child support, you guys. You know how like some kids try to be cool and they pretend that their dad was like a cop to seem cool? I had to pretend that my dad was killed by cops. That's what I did. I was like, yeah, my dad, he's pretty cool. Maybe you know him, John Wayne Gacy. I was a dumb kid. That's what it was. That's what it came down to. I did have a good childhood. I think like my problem now is I think I peaked too early. I think that's my problem. I think I peaked around the age of 3 or 4. I think that was really when I was at the top of my game. I do, because as a kid, I was in child beauty pageants, you guys. And I won a lot of them. Do you know how many old men went to jail because they had photos of me in a bathing suit on their computer? So many. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that fact. It's just been downhill since then. Just one bad haircut after the next. That's what it's been for me. You guys like this one? This Hitler Youth haircut I got? I didn't even tell the lady what I wanted. I just walked in. She's like, I think I know what you want. Mm-hmm. This is Trump's America now. I think I know what you want. You're going to fit in just fine around here. It's like, I got to stop sending off such Nazi vibes. But I tipped her, so who wins, you know? Who won in the end? She did. Because I'm here. I told her, I'm going to be on TV, and she's like, I don't know you. And I was like, all right, that's fair. Channel 20. People are like, I don't have a TV that has channels anymore. Is that on Netflix? Is Channel 20 on Netflix? It's not. It will never be. It is on Google Fire, though. That's I don't know what that means. I'm just like too high right now. I'm too high to be on TV right now. I tell you what. I texted my buddy Rich earlier, and I was like, hey, man, can I say cunt? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, perfect. So I got high so that I could say cunt. I do. I like weed. I don't want to. I'm trying to quit smoking so much. I don't want to quit outright, you know, because I'm so good at it. I'm so good. Every time I smoke, I get high. I'm so good at it. I'm waiting for the time I smoke and I don't get high. That'll be the day I quit, you know? Where it's just kind of like, oh, I've done it. Like, I've beaten weed. I've done what Bob Marley couldn't do, you know? I've crossed over. I'm now John Edwards. It's a sick John Edwards reference. You guys remember John Edwards? I'm sensing a loss right here. I like weed because it makes everything feel more productive. You know, like my favorite thing is I like to get high and go on Facebook, you know? Already feels more productive. But I like to get high. This little game, I get to high and I go on my friends list and I go to a friend and I go to their friends list and their friend and then their friends list and a friend. So I'm like completely far removed, you know, like no mutual friends whatsoever. And then I find an old person with their profile completely open and I just like all of their photos. I just like them all. I've done this dozens of times, you guys. Only one person has ever contacted me. 75-year-old Doris from Rhode Island. She messaged me. She's like, hey, why'd you like all my photos? Who are you? And I just responded, Satan, and then I blocked her, you know? You gotta teach these old people, get off Facebook. It's a young man's game, or whatever. I will say this about old people. They're like the greatest Uber drivers in the world. I don't know if you guys have the experience. It's crazy, right? Because statistically, old people are terrible at everything. But if you give them a job, they will go at it with that can-do World War II attitude, you know? I was driving with this lady. She was going like 55 through a construction zone, just like hitting cones left and right. We ran like 3 red lights and 5 intersections. I was like, ma'am, why are you driving so fast? She's like, if I drive fast enough, death can't reach me. I was like, whoa. That's dark as shit. 5 stars, perfect service. You know? We got there. It was great. I was high then too, so it was good. I like weed. My like for weed got up more as I got more into rap. You guys like rap? Any Wu-Tang fans here? Any Wu-Tang? A couple Klansmen here. It's cool to see. A couple Klansmen. I myself am a Klansman. I love rap. Sometimes rappers will say things that I can't really identify with, so what I like to do is just change around the words to better suit my lifestyle, you know? It's like when a rapper's like, 10 new whips, I'm ballin'. I'm just like, yeah, I cry a lot too. Ballin' all the time. And I love Indiana Jones. Whips. That's so stupid. Sometimes rappers will say things that I could never identify with. Like one of my favorite rappers is Kanye. And he has a line in one of his songs where he goes, now if I fuck this model and she just bleached her asshole and I get bleach on my t-shirt, I'm gonna feel like an asshole. And I have never had that problem before, you guys. That is not a fear for me, but that is a fear for Kanye. But that means that's happened to Kanye. If that happened to me, I would never take that shirt off. Are you kidding? Just so people would be like, hey man, what's up with that stain? I could be like, oh, this? Well, I was having sex with this model. You know, a person I have no business having sex with. And she just bleached her butthole. Because as we all know, the grossest part of a butthole is how the skin's a little darker than the rest. And some of that butt bleach gone in this $5 H&M shirt. Now I never take it off because that's the coolest I'm ever gonna be. Rap's weird to listen to in the car when you're driving because sometimes they'll just start spouting off random street names, and I think it's my GPS fucking up. It's like Maine, with Cherrywood, like all these streets. I'm like, I don't see any of these signs. You don't sound like Siri at all. DMX, get out of here. All right, I gotta go. Are you guys ready for the rest of your show? Oh my gosh, we have 2 comics left for you. This next comic, she's one of my favorites in town. Please make a lot of noise for Miss Amber Frame, everybody. Amber Frame, everybody.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah. All right. Thank you. You've been great. No, this is exciting. Wow, we're here. We're on TV. There's a lot going on. I feel good. I'm stressed. I'm fine. It's good. How's my hair? Is this going okay? All right. Good so far. Awesome. I still get nervous on shows sometimes. I don't know. It can be nerve-wracking. You know, I did a show for a group of atheists recently. It was hard. I felt weird, man, going in I'm not religious or anything. I just as I understand it, the whole tenets of atheism is that it's folks who are trying to move away from irrational belief systems, right? But I'm a 35-year-old white woman. All of my beliefs are irrational. Just most of what's going on. I believe that chocolate can be a health food, as long as we call it cacao. We're putting it in a smoothie, and then we're good. I believe that cultural appropriation is a serious problem that's plaguing our society right now. But when I get too upset about it, the only thing I know how to do is light some sage and just hang my dream catcher, just do some chakra meditations. You know, I don't know what else to do for that. It's good. I believe that men and women deserve equal pay for equal work. Just silly stuff, you know, irrational, just ladies, you know. So weird. No, I do believe men and women are inherently equal, but I also think we're inherently different. And I get a little pushback on sometimes. You know, I have girlfriends who say women can do anything that men can do. I'm like, anything? I don't know. In my experience, there's just certain things that only men are capable of, and we should honor that. Like putting a completely empty ice cube tray just right back in the freezer, just kind of a guy thing, you know. It's cool. It's cool. No, I like it. Men are irrational too. I've got a good guy in my life. Feel good, lucky, but it gets a little weird sometimes. He's a really nice guy, you know, kind of the quintessential like nice dude. But I think in his head he thinks sometimes he's supposed to be some kind of badass. Like be down by the U of A and spot some hot sorority girls. Like suddenly he turns into Matthew McConaughey, looking around like, all right, all right, all right. And check out these ladies. Like, that's weird. That's not like you. What about those ladies? And it's like, well, I just hope their academic year's going well. You know, like school can be really stressful and a lot of student debt. You know, yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. I was wondering where that came from, you know, like where does that get in guys' heads? And I think I blame the media. I used to think that it was just women who were being targeted by like weird commercials and stuff to get in our heads. And I don't know. Then I started really paying attention to car commercials. Do you remember when they used to be able to sell you a car by just being like, hey, this truck has a good motor, you should buy it. Now they're like weirdly passive aggressive. It was like, Ford Motor Company asks you, gentlemen, what are you driving? 4-door sedan, huh? Pussy. Why don't you go out, get yourself a built tough Ford truck, huh? Make your dick look big. Make you look like a man. Get all personal. Ladies don't want to see you hauling yourself around in a Honda. Want to see you hauling gravel. That's right. Crushing rock. Gonna be crushing that. All right. Whatever. It gets weird, you guys. But no, it's good. I feel good, you know, about this relationship, about us, and we're going good. It's been a few years, no kids, so we got that going for us. Thank you. No, I really like kids, you guys, but they scare me sometimes. Have you ever met like scary kids, and creepy kids? They're out there. And I do not care for it. I don't know what to do. I was spending time with my friend. She's got this little 5-year-old. Like, she's so cute. One of those little like munchkin kids, you know. You just want to like pinch with her. I never got that before. That instinct to pinch a child. But she's got the little cheeks. No. So yeah, about this big little muffin. She likes like rainbows and sparkles and ponies and telling you about the dead people that she sees in your house. It's kind of weird, you guys. She went up to a stranger in a supermarket recently and said to him, "You're a bad man and you did bad things." I was like, dude, I don't know what's up with your kid. I don't know what to say to her. I'm like, wow, Esther, that's really crazy. But I don't know. Honestly, I think that might be it. You guys, her name's Esther. I don't know. Esther's a beautiful name. It's an old name. It's a lot of history, but that's a weird name for a 5-year-old. I don't know. It just doesn't sound like a little munchkin, little muffin girl. Like Esther. Esther to me sounds like some like woman of the woods, like rural Massachusetts in 1680. You know, she's got like one big eye and the bony hand. She's like, Esther has the herbs you need. Like that's Esther. I don't know about the little munchkin, but. I don't know. It's hard, you know, because I like kids, but I don't want to. I mean, you get them in these weird places, right? I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, and like that's kind of a bummer because it's a really stupid expression. Does that sound like something that didn't get finished? It was like one guy one time said to his friend, like, yeah, I don't know, I just feel really stagnant right now. Like I just feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, you know, and his friend was like, wow, that's brilliant, we should all say that forever. Like, it's weird. I don't know. But anyway, I'm good. I feel good. I'm glad to have the, support, a lot of good people in my life right now, and a lot of good women. I'll tell you, if you're ever having trouble, like, don't have someone to talk to in your life, I'm just going to recommend that you do what I do. If you don't have a friend, as a lady, just go to a bar. You don't have to drink at the bar, but just like go to the bathroom of the bar, like around 1 a.m. You're solid. Your friends are there. By 1 a.m. in a women's bathroom, 1 a.m. at a bar, you are guaranteed to meet at least one woman who's like ready to be completely invested in your problems, right? You go through something, break up, whatever, just go in, just wait for that like angelic voice from across the bathroom that like, Hey. Hey, are you okay? You look kind of bummed out. Are you? He broke up with you? Fuck. Oh shit, that guy looks like a dick. Yeah. Fuck that. I mean, I don't know him, but he looks good. He doesn't deserve you, I'll tell you that. Because you're so beautiful. I bet you don't even know how beautiful you are. I bet you don't. I just want to be. Listen, I know I don't know you. But I just kind of feel like I know you. And I just really, I want to be there for you right now. So yeah, just check it out. It's a good tip. All right, thank you guys for listening. My name's Amber Frame.
Perfect music time. One more time for Amber Frame. Is everybody doing well? Are you guys all doing well? You're all drinking in this workplace, somebody's business. We're all just getting hammered in on the south side. What's today? What is today? Friday, Saturday? What is today? Friday. What a Friday, huh? Oh my gosh. You guys ready for your headliner tonight? The reason we're all here? Oh my gosh. No, okay, hold on. Are you guys ready for your headliner tonight? That's what I like to hear. Give it up for my good friend, Mr. Josiah Osego, everybody. Josiah Osego, everybody.
Turn down that music. We ain't making babies tonight. Not tonight. Trip me out. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Fuck y'all. I heard the response. It was like, y'all ready for a headline? He was like, we don't know this. We just clap. This is where we clap. Yeah, it's cool. I like the honesty. I hate when people have to be like, yo, you guys ready for your headliner? I like the honesty. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't but 20 of us in here? You see? Imagine trying to make that sound good. I like the depressing laughter. It's real, it's raw, you know what I'm saying? We got a white dude over here in the corner by himself. That matches what I'm feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? See another brother in the back. What's up, dog? How you doing? Ooh, he got an accent. That's cute. Where you from, man? No, you a goddamn lie. I'm from here. Nah. I'm sorry. I guess I'm glad it's Friday, man. I've had a rough week. This is nuts. I'm learning about how hard it is to be a good person, because there's challenges, especially when you wake up on the wrong side of bed. Today was not a good day, and I didn't want to make anything, so I just was like, you know what? I heard Frappuccino got a s'mores flavor. Never tried it before. I was too lazy to make coffee. Figure I might treat myself, right? I go to Walgreens. Welcome feedback to the show. Feedback's here, everybody. I like that. See how honest that sounded? He's like, yeah, he's here, but we don't really care for him. What's he gonna do? Anyways, I get to Walgreens and I reach for the little Frappuccino cooler, and this redhead reached for it at the same time, right? So just because I'm a dude, I was like, go ahead and get your Frappuccino. And by the way, have you tried the s'mores flavor? Can you give me, a review on it? She was like, ugh, s'mores flavor, anything is disgusting. And no, I'm not looking for a chocolate swirl. I was like, ugh. That's what you think? You think that's the best game I got right there? Is to be like, hey, baby, it's Frappuccino with the s'mores flavor. You want some black dick today? That's what I'm trying to get. In a Walgreens with my pajamas on, that's the best game you think I got. But I checked it, you know what I'm saying? Because, maybe she's having a bad day. I think she was just speaking my language, and I heard it, so I was like, whatever, cool. I know she got vanilla bean Frappuccino, that's boring, cool, And this is the thing, is she goes in line, and she's a few people ahead of me. She's paying for her stuff, and her card gets declined, right? And I got happy. I was all, look at you. Look, you broke financially and emotionally, bitch. That's what you get. I bet that black dick don't look that bad now, but, I had to check myself because I know what it feels like to have my card declined. That's embarrassing, and one thing that, in learning to be a better person, what some people have told me, they're like, when you're having a bad day, go out your way to help somebody else, right? But here's how messed up I am. My way of helping her out was like, go up, pay for her stuff in front of everybody and be like, yeah, I helped you out because you're broke and a bitch. I'm a nice guy. Have a good day. All right? But I checked it. Luckily, like, I caught myself. You know, she walked out. I paid for my stuff. I was like, excuse me, ma'am, can I get her Frappuccino? Because I noticed her card got declined. She's like, that's really sweet of you. I was like, don't worry about it. I'm just having a bad day. So I take her Frappuccino, my Frappuccino, walk outside. And I'm here to tell y'all, vanilla bean Frappuccinos are the most delicious Frappuccinos I've ever tasted. They taste like passive-aggressive victory. They are delicious. My day brightened up immediately. And now I'm here. But you know, when certain people like come across you that way, I'm learning to be kind of grateful for the assholes you encounter. You know, because the best way I can illustrate it, anybody who's got a job, all y'all look employed. But you know, you ever notice how like the asshole managers kind of prepare you sometimes for asshole customers or vice versa? Like you get the better job and you're like, you know what, they're just tripping. You learn how to act. You learn to pick your battles a little bit better. And I couldn't do that if it wasn't for these assholes, you know? And I don't know who the first assholes you guys encountered, but mine were my parents, all right? I feel there's some experience with that. They're like, yep, me too. Daddy never got me a Game Boy. Mine also. But I gotta give props to them, you know, because I think with parents like mine, it's just they had lessons they were trying to teach me. Like my mom, hers was like, don't ever give up, all right? And one thing my mom would not give up on was like spiritual principles, all right? So like she raised me Jehovah's Witness, okay? You ain't gotta nod your head, motherfucker, all right? I know we piss y'all off early in the morning at like 8 o'clock talking about you going to hell, all right? We have very good intentions, okay? But like that's what my mom had me do, right? And it was all good. The only thing I ever wanted was Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Because I would see y'all dressed as a Karate Kid, Ninja Turtles, and I'd ask my mom, like, Mom, let me go trick or treat. And she goes, no, Halloween's a devil's holiday. I was like, well, Satan got it going on, Mom. Like, what's up? Like, let me go hang out with some demons. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I bugged her, right, for 5 years. And 1 year she finally let me. She goes, I'm gonna let you go, but you gotta make me a deal. I was like, what's going on? She was like, first half of the day, you get to pick your costume. And second half of the day, I get to pick your costume. If you can do that, you can go trick-or-treating. I was like, bet. She goes, what costume do you want? I was like, I want Spider-Man with the silly string, right? And it was cool. She got it, like, very quick. We went out the next morning. I'm at the first door, happy. Trick-or-treat. This woman's like, Spider-Man, it's like 8 in the morning. What are you doing? I was like, it's Halloween. She's like, whatever. She goes to get the candy, and as she's about to drop the candy in my bag, my mom slides in and is like, hello, do you know who Jehovah is? Because we're out here talking to all your neighbors about where we go in the afterlife. My mom was smart. My mom was smart. She was letting me know ain't nothing more important than these spiritual principles, you know? And here's how bad a kid I was, right? Because the woman reacted a lot like, y'all was like, that's messed up. How dare you use Spider-Man to lure me to the door to talk to me about, you know, Jehovah's Witness stuff, right? I got mad that this woman was cussing out my mom. I was like, only I get to cuss out my mom. I hit her with my silly string, and I was like, come on, Ma, you and Spider-Man are saving souls today. Let's go, next house. Had a grand old time, right? But then came the second half of the day, and my mom was ready, and I'm gonna let you, this is how I know my mom is very, very intelligent. You know what my mom dressed me up as for the second half of the day? She sent me out at night with my friends, dressed up as a goddamn Jehovah's Witness, knowing nobody was gonna answer their door. I was not, like my boys were like, Josiah, just stay in the back. We ain't getting no candy with your ass, right? And I had to leave them, and I keep knocking on doors, right? The woman was like, you got me earlier, no candy for you. I was like, damn, right? And finally this gentleman opens the door, and he was like, 3-piece suit, little man? Like, what are you supposed to be? And I was like, a Jehovah's Witness. He was like, damn, you get double candy. And I was like, yes, Mom was right. You never give up. You never give up. She had the tricks, I got the treats. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to listen for the lesson. I'll tell you, my pops is another story, right? My pops, he struggled with drugs for a little bit. I was only around till I was 9, right? Man, what he taught me was how to let go, you know, because he let go of me very easily. It was like, you 9 years old, I'm gone, right? But I was pissed at him for a long time. One of my first shows over at Laughs, I get a call from my father like 5 minutes before I'm about to go on. He's like, hey, son, where you at? I was like, I'm at Laughs. He goes, yeah, I heard you had a show. I was like, yeah, what are you doing? He goes, I'm in the parking lot. I was like, well, bring your ass in. He goes, well, how much is it to get in? I was like, $20. He goes, let me hold $20, son. I was like, I don't think that's how this relationship works, Pops. Like, you still owe me that Game Boy from '85. Like, I ain't supposed to be taking care of your ass. Like, how dare you call me? Like, when I'm about to go on, talk about borrow money for me to get into my show, right? But, again, I let go, right? And I was just like, you know what, the important thing is he showed up, you know, and that's my pops. Only my pops would show up and be like, hey, I'm broke, but I love you, right? Like, help me out. Help me love you, right? So I bring him in, and we have, like, during the show, I'm starting to get sentimental, right? Because I'm looking at my pops, like, I can't believe this crazy motherfucker made it here. Like, he doesn't have a car. It was like 9 o'clock buses and stop. I was like, I felt like it was a compliment. I was like his crack addiction. He went all out for me that night. And I was like, damn, like, that is impressive. So what I said was, y'all, my father's right here. Can y'all please give it up for my father, right? The audience starts applauding, but my father, being my father, walks on stage and is like, yo, hey, I made this nigga. You're welcome. And he goes and he sits back down. I felt so insulted. Like, I felt like he took credit for all my comedy, right? And I was just like, look, man. So I like diss on him. You know, I'm like, he borrowed $20 to get in the show. I was like, if any white women are interested, you owe me $20, all right? Because he's got to do dishes tonight. Just some stupid shit, right? So we get done with the show, and one of the waitresses comes up and is like, hey, Josiah, we're looking for your father. And I was like, so it's TPD, what's up? They're like, well, he had 2 burgers, he had a few drinks, and he didn't pay his tab. And I was like, ma'am, did you see the show? She's like, yeah, you're really funny. I was like, so you saw me tell everybody how he paid $20 to get in here. Why would you serve somebody like that? I felt so bad. Any of you guys ever made somebody feel so stupid they look at you like you their daddy? Like, that's what I did. I took all my daddy issues and I gave it to this poor waitress, and she accepted them. And she said, you know what? I'll be right back, right? And I was so mad, because I was like, damn, I can't believe this is my father, man. He came to the show. Now he's like messing up my reputation. Like, what the fuck? And then I realized, you know what? My father, he wasn't trying to piss me off, man. He was just trying to show me the next right thing to do. Because when the waitress brought me my check, I just walked the fuck out like he did. Because fathers know best, you know what I'm saying? You just got to pay attention for the lesson. So that setup right there is going to explain the rest of these jokes, all right? You got to understand, I'm like trying to fix what's going on in here, and I have been for some time, all right? My relationships, man, are bad. Like, I'm trying to be better with women, just with myself, man. Like, because in getting to know women right now, all I got is like trial and error, you know? And the only idea, like, any of you guys ever been getting to know somebody and then lost respect for them because you realize they're willing to settle for you? There you go. Those are my lonely folks right there. Like, hey, no, for real, because like, I don't know about y'all, but I got some things like I've done, like I got those skeletons in my closet, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's weird when you're getting to know somebody and like, so hey, what'd you do after high school? Why are you like 32, barely with the bachelor's? I'm like, girl, I did a lot of drugs. And they're like, really? Oh, what kind? I'm like, heroin. They're like, really, was it that bad? I was like, I ended up homeless. And the reactions I would get sometimes, like women would be like, oh my God, like you're so strong. I'm like, no, I'm not. I just told you I lost my life behind dope, bitch. Like, goddamn. Like, you just look really eager to date a black dude. Stop it. Like pick yourself up. Have some respect for yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's alarming, you know? And I just, look, here's the best way I can illustrate it, okay? When I was homeless, okay, I ran with this little crew, and there was this girl, Jessica. She was cute, but I was just so insecure, so homeless, like I never thought she wanted any parts, right? Until one night, she made it known. And she was like, Josiah, so what are you doing tonight? I was like, I don't know if you heard, baby girl, but I'm homeless. Like, I don't do too much. She's like, you do things. I was like, yeah. And I just got put on my best homeless game. I was like, I make campfires, girl. Which was, I already started lying to her because I had no camp. I just built fires. You know what I'm saying? That was it. And she was like, well, if you want some company, I'm down to stay the night. I was like, bet, you know? And the only thing that I asked her for, I was like, look, before we do this, can I please get a shower? She's like, you're fine just the way you are. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm clear. You see why this alley, there's no wolves, there's no ants? That's me, baby girl. I'm like pesticide. These things is work. And she wouldn't give me a shower. And I was like, can we just then like fool around in your house? She's like, why you want to go to my house? I was like, girl, you got this thing called a roof. Please, like, these types of experiences are overrated, right? And she was just like, no, we're doing it here. So I gave in, you know, slept with her in the wash. And afterwards, the first lesson I got is if I'm ever homeless again, I'm gonna stick to having intercourse with homeless females. Because all I asked for was like, again, a shower. I was like, baby girl, can I please get a shower? She's like, why do you think you need a shower? I was like, look at what we just did. And what she took it as was she stank, therefore I stink more. And she started walking off. I was like, Jessica, I didn't mean your pussy stink. I just need a shower. I'm homeless. Help! And she left me by myself. And I had to have this internal conversation with the angels and the demons. Like the demon popped up, was like, damn, Josiah, you couldn't lay the dick down good enough to get a shower out that broad. What the fuck is wrong with you? But then like the angel popped up trying to cheer me up. It's like, hey, Josiah, it's not all bad. You got your dick washed for the night. It'll be all right. We'll see you tomorrow. And I did not see this girl for years, right, until I was doing a show over at Flycatcher, and I got done. And out of the darkness, this girl just like blindsides me. She goes, oh my God, Josiah, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I'm Jessica. You used to be homeless, right? Which isn't the best way to reconnect with a person, by accentuating the biggest flaw you remember about them. Because I can be like, oh yeah, Jessica, you the one that opens her legs, not her shower curtains. What's up, baby? Like, how you been? You know? But I was polite, you know. Like, I had came to a point where I was just like, you know what, like, how you doing? Cool. And again, though, she started throwing her game at me. And she was like, what are you doing next? I was like, I'm going home. She goes, maybe we can go to Shot in the Dark since you flying straight, and we can see where the night takes us. I was like, I really can't. She was like, oh, so you start flying straight, so you think they're better than everybody. I was like, it ain't that, baby girl. She goes, well, what is it? I was like, it's just the fact that you cuddle with bums, Jessica. Like, I heard about your ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a thing for having nightcaps in the wash. Yeah, baby girl, like, you got wet in the Santa Cruz River, and that's a hard thing to do in Tucson. We are only gonna be friends from now on. Don't worry. So like that's me like dealing with myself. Me interacting with like women of a higher caliber is a whole different story. Like there's things that fellas do I didn't know. Like I heard you buy women gifts when you want them to chill out. I was doing that completely wrong. Like several years ago, this girl, it was around Valentine's Day, and I tell my boy, I'm like, yo, she's not picking up her text. He's like, that's messed up. It's around Valentine's Day. He's like, what you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna buy her a puppy. He's like, good stuff. Where you gonna get the puppy from? I was like, from the Humane Society. I'm gonna get one with only got like 3 legs, 1 eye staple closed. He's like, oh, y'all gonna save a puppy together. And that's when I learned, I was like, no, like what the hell are you talking about? He's like, well, you buy women puppies to get them to stay. I was like, nah. I was like, I buy puppies for women when they're on their way out the door. That's why they're left with a lot of responsibility. Fuck them. Look, I saw that little smirk back there, all right? I'm not the bad guy. Some dudes do it with babies, all right? I'm just stupid, all right? And I realized I've been buying so many puppies I didn't need to buy. Like, I've bought so many. Humane Society knows me by name. It is embarrassing. I got kicked out of the last time because I showed up, and I was like, excuse me, man, I need to see the puppy. She goes, Josiah, right? And I was like, yeah. She's like, what's going on? I was like, I don't know, these bitches I'm talking to ain't staying around. She's like, oh, you talk to the puppies. And I was like, yeah. I was like, that's how you're supposed to do, right? She was like, well, what do you feed them? I was like, I take them out to sushi like 4 times a week. She was like, well, maybe try some behavioral therapy. I was like, behavior what? She was like, just keep them indoors for like 10 days. And I was like, oh, shit. Yo, like, I could do that? She's like, yeah, well, you technically are the owner. I was like, I wouldn't say I'm the owner, but I do pay for a lot of shit. Like, damn. I was like, and then like I stopped and I was like, so man, if I'm keeping them indoors, do I still need to use a condom? And that's when she was like, sir, you need to go. And that's why I just go to PetSmart now, because PetSmart don't give a fuck, all right? All right, I lost a few of the ladies on the bitches part. Like, listen, I don't believe women are bitches, all right? There was just a play on words, okay, where it's a Friday night, okay? I'm trying to have a 3-day weekend, all right? Just chill out, all right? It's okay. If any of you guys are really offended for real, like, it's not my intention, all right? I don't know. I'll buy you a puppy or something, all right? Cool. We all back on board. So I don't know, man. Now with the relationships, as fundamental as this sounds, I'm just learning to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I figure since I'm not dying, I might as well see where I could push the envelope in life. You know, because I've learned not to hate cops, and now what's even better, after you learn to accept cops, I have fun with them a lot, man. I'm telling you guys like this. Right now, this is where I got the idea. My boy gave up comedy for 18-wheeler trucking, and he made a delivery to one of the largest sex shops in the country, right? So you got to imagine a grown-ass man filling up an 18-wheeler with nothing but dildos, driving it across country, and then having like another 10 grown-ass men do the inventory, right? And when he was telling me this story, I was like, God damn, like, I think I want to drive a truck full of dildos. Like, that sounds amazing, right? But this is what I want to do. I want to get an 18-wheeler. I want to fill it up with nothing but dildos. The only trick is I've had to have none to drink for the night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit I-10. I'm going to start doing like 100. Eventually, I'm going to get pulled over, right? And when I get pulled over, I'm going to pretend to be intoxicated, okay? Here's the thing. When the cop pulls me over, he's going to be like, sir, do you have license registration? I'd be like, hi, officer, wonderful badge. It's very sparkly. He's like, do you have any ID on you? I'd be like, I don't own Idaho, officer, nor does it fit in my back pocket. I don't know why you'd ask me such a question. When he understands he's not getting through, he's gonna have to pull me out and like give me the field sobriety test. I'm gonna fail that tragically on purpose, and then he's gonna give me the breathalyzer. And when he gives me the breathalyzer and he sees I blow all zeros, he's gonna get this instinctive thought that every cop does. He's like, oh snap, like he's not drunk, he's high, and there's drugs in that goddamn truck. Some of y'all see where this is going. Because he's gonna ask me for permission to search my vehicle, and I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna watch this officer pull out the first box, and he's like, damn, this dude got a bunch of dildos. And he's gonna have this internal conversation with himself. Like, do I play with dildos to find the drugs? And like more often than not, yes, they're gonna play with dildos to find these drugs. You see how long these dreads are? He's like, I got me a wild one. He's gonna pull out some other boxes, and I'm gonna get to watch this officer pull out dildos, wiggle with dildos, find nothing but batteries in the dildos, put dildos back. He's gonna have to call for backup. I'm gonna laugh to myself because backup doesn't know what they're backing up into, all right? Backup's gonna show up, they're gonna start going through dildos twice as fast, not knowing how hard they're fucking themselves over at that time. Backup's gonna call for a canine unit. Canine unit's gonna show up, gonna start sniffing some dildos. Might even lick a few dildos. At that point, I'm pulling out my cell phone because this just became a threesome. And all I gotta do is have $250 to pay that goddamn speeding ticket because that's the price it is to watch the police protect and get served in Tucson, okay? Seriously, try it. You don't even need dildos, just like a kid. Like, if you're able to get your mom, tie her up, put some blinders on, and just have that picture on the dashboard. See what they do next time they pull you over. Maybe like, who's this woman? Be like, that's my mom. They're gonna start looking for your mom. They're gonna be looking in the bushes. They'll be like, hey, she's at home. We cool, man. We cool. But see, there's no bad way that story ends. Can you imagine, even if I take like an 18-wheeler, fill it up with dildos, and I crash that truck, can you imagine the rainbow of plastic molds that's gonna come out? Denting fenders, breaking windshields, those real big ones gonna be like woo, 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 woo. And it's a way to give the love back because there's gonna be the one couple who'll probably look like y'all, pull over on the side and be like, baby, look, this is exactly what we needed for tonight. Yeah. See, he's like, I like it in the ass, bro. I like it in the ass. I'm just playing. I appreciate it. That's the most interesting response. Like, yeah, I'd second my girlfriend picking up a dildo fresh off the street. Yeah. Don't worry, man. Speaking of couples, how long you guys been together? Going on a year? Hell yeah. When'd you guys start? I like this dude. When'd you guys start, man? Because he don't know. Last July? Oh, shit, so it's about to come up. Like, you guys about to come up on the little anniversary. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. No problem, man. You got an idea as what you're going to get her? All right, cool. You want a tip? All right, cool. Here's what I found is the best gift to give a woman. You get her a fever. Get her sick. Let me finish, all right? This is how I learned this, okay? My lady right now, she was sick one day, and I went over to take care of her, all right? And it was weird. like I started kicking it. She's like, I want you to cook naked. I was like, all right, give me an apron. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't think before saying yes. And she's got the little women apron. So like only this is covered, but my dick is hanging out. And so like I'm cooking on the fucking the skillet. So I'm trying to be cool, but I keep getting hit with grease. And I'm like, it's all right, baby. Like, you know, I'm trying to. But here's how, you know, and it's funny how love works, because she saw the pain I was going through, and like in her sickness, she's like starting getting frisky, and I was like, take it easy, like you need your rest. You know what I'm saying? Look, you got a fever, like you leaking, like just take it easy. But she kept pushing the issue, and I'm a gentleman, so I took her upstairs, man, and it was some of the best pussy I never had. You ever been 108-degree temperature pussy? It is amazing. Yeah, her fever. Now, here's why it's the best gift, okay? Guess who got sick 2 weeks later and had the 108-degree temperature dick? This motherfucker. She was so happy, dog. It's a gift that just keeps giving. All right? I like that whistle. Yeah. Fun fact, pneumonia comes with 110-degree temperature, so if anybody feeling excited, let's try it out. I guess here's the last thing. I'm very grateful. I've learned to be grateful for things that I got. Right now, I'm learning to be grateful for the job that I had, because I almost lost it. I almost lost my job, man. But it was, I was under investigation. I never wanted to work in this field. I work at a rehab, by the way, all right? And so, actually, the brother that I know back here, Kwame, he's my coworker, you know? So I know Kwame. And he will, just watch him when I talk, all right? But here's why. I work at the treatment center that I graduated from, okay? So when they told me, when I graduated, they're like, Josiah, you should come work here. And I was like, no. You guys showed me the last 6 months how good I am at messing up my own life. Why would you trust me with these other folks, right? Because they're like, look at how much drugs you did. Look at all the pain you caused, and you got right. And my mind was like, so heroin's a good thing? Like, you would have told me, like, I would have get a better paying job from doing some heroin. Like, I'm about to relapse right now. Like, you imagine what I could do in another 4 years of heroin? Like, I could be president in this society. Like, damn. But they got me, though, because, like, at first I was like, I can't, man. There's too many rules. It's like a big boy job. You know, I can't do it. And they're like, but don't forget, you get to play softball on Fridays and basketball on Saturdays. And I'm good at sports. I love playing sports, you know. And so I go into work, and I was like, I'll take it up. And I started working there, and I started playing sports, and yo, when I go into work, I break spirits, y'all. Like, it is, okay, look, I'm not that good at sports. It's just these motherfuckers detoxing, so I feel really good about myself. Because crack is like, people struggling with a crack addiction, like people doing meth, they be talking. Like, and some of y'all know, like, it don't matter what you could talk about. If you run up on somebody doing glass, you could be like, yeah, I fix tires. They're like, how fast do you fix tires? Because I can fix them in 3 seconds. Like, shut the fuck up, man. You know? But it feels so good to, like, humble them, and some of them shit on themselves, and you feel like Michael Jordan. It's like, yeah, go clean off your undies, man. That's what you get for talking, right? But here's where they got me. Here's where they got me. They didn't tell me I was going to have to collect UAs on the daily. UAs are urine analysis. You know, I see a lot of dicks, man. Me and Kwame, we ain't seen so many dicks. That's why he's here, is to support me, all right? We back each other up. Not like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we help each other out, and it's nuts, man. Like, I've seen, like, when I first started at that job, I would look at somebody's dick, I'd question my sexuality, affirm I'm not gay, and get on with the day. This is how crazy it is now, all right? I've become so desensitized. It's like several months ago, we have this one gentleman who's a little bit younger, but he's in like 7 or 8. He stays homeless, right? But on this particular UA, he pulled down his pants, and I was like, oh, snap. Johnny shaved his shit. Like, I'm so happy for him. Like, he might stay sober. And I had to talk to myself, like, Josiah, did you just base somebody's sobriety off of their pubic hairs? Like, yeah, you did. Like, take it easy, you know? And so I guess I'll just tell you guys as to why I was under investigation. I got to come up with a fake name. Let's say Zachariah. There was this dude named Zachariah, and Zachariah wasn't all there, okay? He eventually, unfortunately went past the point of no return. So here's the thing about that. When people go that far, we can't always take some of their threats as threats. You know, a regular threat is like, if you don't stop doing something, I'll put your face through the floor, dick in the dirt, you know, knee through something, right? Jeremy would throw in random objects, so we're like, we don't know if he's threatening, he might be high. The one that got this ball rolling, somebody was messing with him, and he goes, if you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna strangle you with my grandmother's underwear and a tooth. Like, number one, why you got granny panties? Number two, a tooth? Like, how, man, like what? We don't know if there's a threat. So I was told to drop him, right? So we pulled Jeremy in. He pulls down, and here's the messed up part, right? Here's the messed up part, is when I'm doing UAs, the clients are more comfortable than I am. And Jeremy started a conversation, and he pulled his pants down, and y'all, Jeremy got the biggest dick I ain't never seen in my life. Like, might I remind you, I'm black, okay? I've seen dick so big, I was speechless. I saw a dick so big, I made a slight noise. Jeremy's dick gave me a weird case of the hiccups. Because he pulls down his drawers and he looks at me, he goes, hey, Josiah, you working hard or hardly working? I was like, it looked just hard. Shut up. Just pee in the cup, man. I came to pieces. I'm gonna not come like that. But I mean, I was falling apart on the inside. And as soon as we get done, you know, I'm sitting there talking with him. I'm like, Jeremy, I know they make you mad when they tease you, but just leave it alone, man. Like, you're gonna get yourself hemmed up, right? Did I just call Zechariah Jeremy? Shit. His name, I can neither confirm or deny whether his name is Jeremy, all right? I might come under investigation again. God damn it. This is Facebook Live. I hope it's only like 4. Yeah, I'm trying to see how many people watching. I know they got the little eye. I'm like, how many people watching? I got people I work with. Kwame, you shut your fucking mouth, all right? Damn. Zechariah came back in, right? And I didn't know how to help him because he was so escalated, right? And I just figured, and I don't know why my man instinct kicked on, but it was like, just let him know he got the biggest dick, right? Because, like, for real, like, fellas, I know you feel me. Like, right now, if you knew you had the biggest dick, you would, like, right now, if I knew, I wouldn't even try to be funny. I'd just be like, I could touch everybody's soul with a flick of my waist. Fuck y'all. Like, and it wouldn't matter, because I would know, right? So for some reason, I was just like, Jeremy, okay, listen. I got a new coping skill for you. He's like, I'm done with coping skills. I was like, but this one, nobody else has. He goes, hmm? I was like, yeah, but the thing is, you got to keep it a secret. He goes, but secrets are bad. I was like, this one's a bad boy. Like, can you keep it, though? Because you ain't lying. He goes, what is it? I was like, Jeremy. Zachariah. Thank you. Fuck. I'm going to lose my goddamn job. Zechariah. Shit. Zechariah. You got the biggest dick in the house. And I tell him, and this is when, like, his intellect kicks in. He looks me dead in my eye. He goes, so you've seen, like, everybody else's dick? And I was like, yes. That's not the point. Shut up, man. Like, I'm trying to save your life. Like, and he goes, well, what's those things you guys call to help me remember? He was like, I told him it's a mnemonic device. He goes, yeah, I need a mnemonic device. I was like, how about this? Lil Jeremy got a big secret. He goes, oh, I like that, all right? And he leaves the office, man. And no sooner than he leaves the office, they start messing with him again. But he stays quiet. And I was just like, oh, like, I felt so proud. I felt like I was the first human being to save someone else's life with their own dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I should be a goddamn doctor or something. Like, I'm gonna write to a medical journal. Like, there's something behind this. But the more he walked, then he started talking. And the first thing he said was like, you guys don't know me, but Lil Jeremy has a big secret. I was like, okay, he remembered, right? He remembered. He said it in Zechariah. Oh, fuck it now, okay? Jeremy. His name is Jeremy Lopez, okay? Look him up on Facebook, okay? Jeremy, you got the biggest dick. I've told you once already. Everybody else knows. There's a few single ladies. Come down to Creative Suites, man. They're here ready for you. Jeremy Lopez, all right? So they keep messing with him, and eventually he's just like, they start challenging his idea. They're like, Jeremy, you ain't got no secrets. He's like, you want to see? And I was like, no, he's not. And they're like, what are you gonna do? And there's silence, right? And then all of a sudden, like 8, 10 fellas like, yo, Jeremy, what the fuck you doing? And I still was like, nah. But then 4 women was like, oh my God, look at Jeremy. I was like, oh shit. And I step outside, man, and I see him pants down doing the Superman stance, just surveying the room, like not even worried. And I become flooded with emotion because I realized I just messed Jeremy's whole life up. Jeremy came in looking for help with drugs and alcohol, and I turned him into a sexual predator. My bad. That was not my intention. So because I'm in this flood of emotion, I go, Jeremy, what are you doing? And he looks at me, he goes, Josiah, I told him our secret. Right? Yeah. You ever been judged by a room full of crackheads? It seemed like everybody was like, whoa, what are you doing with, Josiah's a switch hitter. Like, Josiah likes the anal play too. Like, goddamn. And I'm just like, and so I'm in a flood of emotion. I'm like, Jeremy, get your ass in the office. I thought it was a mistake, right? I thought it was a mistake because he didn't pick up his pants. He just started shimmying across the room. But since we had to lock down the house, all the fellas that are walking towards the dining hall, I had to walk past them, and they're like, hey, yo, Jeremy, yo, respect, dog. Like, goddamn. Like, so like there was some good that came from it. I sit his ass down, and I'm like, dog, like, what are you doing? He goes, they didn't know. They didn't know. I had to know. He goes, and look, and this was funny. He goes, listen, you hear that? And I go, no. He goes, exactly. And I was like, oh, shit, they all shut the fuck up. You're right. Like, they were all locked up in the dining hall. Jeremy fucking. But here's the thing, he was afraid of being discharged. Like, he knew he was getting discharged, right? And I was like, here's the thing, man, chill out. Let me see what I can do. Because this wasn't Jeremy's fault. I knew he wasn't there. Like, this was something I should have kept my mouth shut. All right, so I called my supervisor, and it was one of the weirdest conversations I've ever had. Because how do you back up somebody who whipped out their dick because of what you told them? You know what I'm saying? And so I did my best. I fought the good fight. Nicole, I was just like, hey, Jeremy exposed himself. She's like, well, discharge him. I was like, here's the thing, not his fault. She goes, did somebody pull his pants down? I was like, I did, but figuratively, though, not like literally. She goes, Josiah, what are you talking about? And I proceed, like, when I'm nervous, I ask a lot of questions, and the question that came out was like, Nicole, have you ever seen Jeremy's dick? She goes, Josiah, I don't know, what is the point? What is the point? I was like, I told him he had the biggest dick in the house as a coping skill. He ended up showing the whole house. And she was like, Josiah, that's not professional, that's not clinical, that's not consistent. Like, you're gonna be on leave for a little bit. And I was like, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's all right. You know, and my dumb ass, I'm like, just a question, because like nothing happened, but why would I be on leave? She goes, we got to make sure you're not like playing with his dick, because you felt enough to speak on it, so we got to make sure you're not doing anything. I was like, I get it. You know, that's perfect, right? Because I mean, when he picked up the dildo off the streets, I was like, you like it in the ass, so I get it. I understand the mentality, right? So I come over to Jeremy, and I'm just like, yo, man, so here's the thing. You're not getting discharged, but I'm not going to be around. And I want you to make it through this. So make it through. Just remember you got the biggest dick. Don't show anybody. Shut the fuck up about it and get through this treatment. He's like, so you're not going to be here? I was like, nah, but it's all good. And he looked at me, and he started to smile. He goes, so I really do have the biggest penis, don't I? I was like, yeah, I already told you that, but like, how do you figure that now? He goes, because I didn't even put it inside you, and I fucked your whole life up. And I was like, yes, you did. I was like, but I had a part too. I was like, listen, Jeremy, if I wouldn't have told you, none of this would happen. He goes, that's true. He goes, well, if OJ can get off parole, you can get your job back, Josiah. And I was like, you're exactly right, Jeremy. And that is what it is to have the biggest dick in the room. My name is Josiah Osego. Thank you guys for holding it down. You guys have a good night.
Keep it going for Josiah Osego! And give it up for all the comics you saw tonight. Meredith, Amber, Randall, Randall Scott. We only have one mic. This whole news studio only has one mic. Thank you for coming. We do this once a month. So if you know anybody who wants to sponsor our show, look how many people are here. There's probably about 15,000 people here right now, so it'd be a great show to sponsor. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. There's a third camera. We got 3 cameras set up. You gotta sponsor that shit. That's. I just wanted to say shit on TV one more time. All right, thank you guys very much. Have a great night. Drive safe.